People that say, oh, don't you just set it up and leave it? The answer is no.
Welcome back to Digital Marketing Hacks. I am Elton Hubner, founder of Eyes Multimedia and the host of this show. This is what you're going to find out today. What are the most common mistakes that business owners make on Google Ads?
Google Ads is a system of leads coming in, so you need to fine-tune it as you go. If you don't do negative keywords, which is what you don't want your ads to show for, you could be wasting a bunch of dollars on keywords that are not relevant to you. So as part of our onboarding process with a Google keyword document, we're mentioning what we would like to start out with as the negative keywords. But then the ongoing optimization, we will be monitoring what people are searching and then adding more negative keywords as we go. So what I like to say is that the longer you run your campaign for, the more fine-tuned it should become. And now, when we make changes, such as changing bids on keywords, we need to test whether that's improved things or if it's actually not improved things, and then evaluate that and make additional changes. So when we first launch the campaign, we make assumptions and we say, here's where your primary keywords are, and we're going to put those into a folder. And here are some secondary keywords which we feel like may not convert as well. And then we strategically bid higher for the ones that we call primary keywords, and then lower for the keywords that are, secondary. But you never know, this secondary keyword later on may actually convert better than one of the primary ones. So we got to adjust that by increasing those bids and keep it dynamic that way, because we don't know what we don't know until we run the campaign. But we're going to make some educated decisions before we start the campaign on where we feel the bids should be. So that's part of what the ongoing optimization is. So when people say, oh, don't you just set it up and leave it? The answer is no. The second part of that is the ongoing optimization that's happening. Google is making changes. So not just organic search, people are changing the algorithm there. It's Google Ads itself. The interface is changing. They're adding new extensions. They're ultimately improving Google Ads, for the users as well as for people like us to maintain and manage and get better results for people. So new extensions are being released. What we need to do is, test these extensions out and evaluate, is this improving things or is this not improving things, as well as campaign settings. So campaign settings are actually getting more and more complicated as well. So if someone was to do that on their own and they're like, oh, what's this new thing that came out here, the enhanced CPC, is that working better, or is it just, I don't know, check a box? So that's just one example of a new feature that someone may test out, and then if they're doing it on their own, then they won't know whether that's going to be a better thing or not. And keeping up with that is a huge reason why people stick with us. They should be focused on their business rather than what's going on in Google Ads changes.